All right, great minds. Let's go on. You're welcome. So we are going to be creating a 3D animation, right? And I believe I already listed the application that we are going to be using to create this. So if you've not downloaded yours, just go to Play Store. Come over to Play Store, right? And what you're going to be searching for, just come to your search bar and search for Plotagon, right? So this is what you're going to be searching for, Plotagon. Okay, so you're going to be installing this application, so you can just go ahead and install it. So just go ahead and install yours. Let me go ahead and also install mine. All right, so once you've installed yours, so the next thing you're going to do is to launch it. So you can just go ahead and launch it and allow it to launch. Okay, so now basically, I'll be creating other things. That's the reason why we're having this one here. But when you come in for the first time, you are not going to see anything right here. Okay, so the thing we are going to do now is to click on this create new plot. So basically, this Plotagon, this application is going to allow you to create a conversational kind of animation where you have like two persons that are conversing. So it's going to allow you to create that conversational animation. Okay, so what you are going to do is to just go ahead and click on this create new plot. So let's go ahead and click on create new plots, and this is where we are right now. Let me off this data so that we don't have messages popping in. So this is where we are right now, right? So you want to just take your time. So once you are here, you want to take your time and just observe all these words right here. Try and study them. This is exactly what you're going to see. You understand? And then you are still also going to see this scene one, right? So just take your time and just look at all these ones. So the next thing we are going to click on is this plus icon right here. So you want to click on that plus icon, and once you click on that plus icon, you are going to see all these other options again. You see other options appear right here, right? All right, so once we click on this scene, right? This scene, you can see it brings out these other options, right, where it's asking us to pick a scene. So okay, so you're going to see this pick you're going to see set the scene by picking a location. So the first thing we are going to do first is to make sure we pick the location where we want our actors to be placed. Okay, so you want to click on that, and then it's going to bring in a lot of different locations that you can pick from. Now you want to observe something. You can see all these ones right here, all these ones that don't have any icon on them. Like, let me scroll down so that you can see what I mean. Now basically, when we scroll down, you're going to start seeing all these other ones, all these ones that are right here, all these things. Now this signifies that you cannot use these ones because they are premium, which means you have to pay for the application to be able to use all these ones that have this stuff on them, right? But when we scroll up, you can see all these other ones don't have anything on them, so you can basically use them for free. Okay, so now this place is all right. So if you want to maybe create a scene on maybe a transportation location, you want to click on this transportation. If it's law enforcement, you can click on this one so that you can pick any location that is within there. So let's click on this transportation. You're going to see basically things they are going to be showing us are just things that are concerning transportation, like inside the car and all that. So you can see all these ones, and they are not even free, except maybe these ones that are the first ones, all these ones. But apart from that, you can scroll down and you are going to see that majority of them are not free, except you go ahead and click and pay for the application, right? So let me see if I can see the amount one can pay. Okay, so if you click on this thing right here, right? So if you click there, maybe you want to see how much do you think their premium plan is, right? You can see how much it is right here from this place here. creator plan weekly per week, right? You can see per week is about 3,000. This is right here, about 3,230 naira or so. And then 3 days plan, then 9,000 naira, 9,720 naira per month. So this is how much you'll be paying if you wanted to pay for the monthly plan. That is how much you will be paying for a month. So if it's something you can go ahead with, it's okay. You can also subscribe. You can also do it 3 days free. That is, you can subscribe for 3 days and use the application for free for 3 days, but after that 3 days they are going to charge you, which means if you want to subscribe, you can basically just click on this subscribe and it's going to redirect you to where you are going to, where you will include your card. So you can include your card and then subscribe for 3 days free, which means they won't charge you at first, but after that 3 days they are going to charge you for maybe a week or a month or so. All right, so that is how you can make use of. But at the end of the day, you can basically do a lot with the free version. So I don't even think paying for it is really necessary, but if it's something you want to pay for, it's fine. Okay, so now for the purpose of this video, I will come to all. I'll come to all right here. Okay, so I did tell you how you guys can go back. So if you want to go back, once you are here, you just have to click on this thing right here and it's going to take you back to where we were initially, right? So once we are here, so we want to first of all pick a location, isn't it? So you can just go ahead and just check around and see if there's any location you want. You can click on transportation, you can click on law enforcement, you can click on publics, you can click on history and all that. So just go ahead and pick whichever one you think will best suit you. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to click on this all, and then I'm going to be picking this one of this let me just go ahead and pick one of this one. So I'll pick it and then click on this download. All right, so you want to make sure that your data connection is right on, and then once it's on, you click on download, allow it to download. Okay, all right, now you can see it is done downloading, and once it's done downloading, it sets our scene in motion. Now our location is set now. So what you want to do now is to click on this done. Okay, so since we are already done, since we are done downloading it, we are done with that. So click on this done, and right now our location is set. Now we are basically doing it in a dining area inside a home. I think this is a dining area, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm not. Okay, so all right, so the next thing we are going to do is to pick our actors, right? So you want to pick your actors, and what you want to notice is this place here. So take notice of all this your stuff right here. So you want to take notice of them, and remember, you want to click on this stuff, these actors. So just go ahead and click on these actors, and once you click on the actors, you are going to basically see all these ones right here, which means that we can add actor 1, we can add actor 2. If you want to start adding actor 3, 4, 5 and all that, you have to be on the pro plan. Okay, so we want to click on this actor 1, add actor 1, right? Actor 1. So click on add actor 1, and basically all these ones that you are seeing right here, just the way I told you guys initially, you can see all these ones you are seeing that has all this stuff at the top of the actors, which signifies that it's premium assets. So you might want to just escape that and use the free ones, these ones that don't have anything on them. Okay, so you can go ahead and use any of all these ones, but you can as well create an actor if you intend to. You could do that by clicking on this create actor, right? So what is created, I don't know if I should make this video long. I don't want to make it long, but basically it's just you tapping on it. Let me just show you guys. I don't want this video to be excessively long. So this is just normal thing. Now this is like you are choosing the kind of, okay, are you trying to create a female, which is right here. So you're picking from this place here. Are you trying to create a female or you're trying to create a male? You can just pick whichever one you want to create. And then after you are done with that, you click on head, the shape of his head basically. So the shape of his head, you can just pick shape of head, all this one. So you just, once you pick anyone, you click on download and you download. Okay, this is basically very easy. You just have to go through all the steps. Let me wait for it to download so you see how it looks. You can see the head looking like bicycle seats and all that. So let's click on download and wait for it to download. So you can see that it's done downloading, right? So you just have to pick the kind of head you want, and then once you are done with head, you come to hair, right? So this thing is as easy as anything. It's not something that should be that's confusing. So you pick the kind of hair you want, and once you are done with hair, you come to mustache, and you are done with mustache, you come to eyes, and you should be, once you are done with everything, you go back and you are going to see the actor is going to be among your actors collections. So let's wait for that to be done. So you are going to see the actors should be among all this collection. I think I created these actors myself. That's why I think I'm basically seeing them right here. So I will just go ahead and click on this one, and you see now this actor is on one of the seats. That is one of my actors, right? So let me just pick this one, and then once I'm done, now we've picked our first actor, right? So just basically go back. Let's go back, and then once we go back, once we click on that stuff that to take us back, you're going to see this stuff right here, these things, right? So you can see Maxwell. That's the name I gave to the actor when I created it, right? So you can see sitting, you can see the position. What position do you want the actor to be? You can see all the positions right here. You can see sitting at the table, you can see sitting, you can see by the door, you can see to the left at the counter. So you can pick whichever position. So if I pick this one, where you want the actor to be. So you just go ahead and pick whichever one that best suits what you are trying to portray. Okay, so all right, so let's assume, okay, I want him to sit at the dining table, right? And then okay, so I've picked his position for it. So what I want to do now is to pick my second actor. So I will basically just come to this add actor 2, right? I'll click on add actor 2, and I'm going to be picking my second actor. So let's assume I wanted to pick this nonsense that I just created initially, or you can basically just scroll down and pick any of these ones you are seeing right here that are free, that don't have this stuff at the top end of the avatars, right? So just pick whichever one you think that will best suit your preference. So let's assume that I wanted picking this one that has this no hair, if that makes sense. So let's once I'm done, I will just click on this back, right? And then I will pick a position for it. So let's say it's also sitting. No, I have destroyed that. So let me pick a position for that, sitting at the chair. Okay, so let's assume, okay, this is where I want them to sit, right? This is how I want them to sit. Now you can see from to add actor 3, we basically need to be on the pro plan. So that's why this crown is showing, right? So now let's go back. Let's go back. So now we are basically done with adding actors, right? So let me check that. So we are basically done with where we want them to be, right? So we are basically done choosing our actors and where we want them to be for this scene, right? So what you want to do is to click on this cross icon right here. So we have to just go back. So once we click on that, we are back to the scene, right? So now, before you do this, one thing you need to take note of is you can't do this without a script, right? That is, a script is like a program written words that is basically what they are going to say. which means Mr. B is going to say hi, and then the response that Mr. A is going to give. That is literally what a script is all about. So you should have taken your time to write down your script before you do this, but you can as well use your head if it's something you want to just do snapping. You want to just do snappy, you can as well use your head and just do whatever you think will best suit you. All right, so now what we want to do now is to click on this stuff right here, this plus icon, right? So once we click on the plus icon, you're going to see other features will appear at the bottom right here, right? You start seeing scene, you start seeing dialogue, you start seeing actors, actions, you start seeing sound, you start seeing music and all that, intertitle, right? So what you want to do now, this dialogue means we want to start giving them word by word what they are supposed to say. Okay, so just go ahead and click on this dialogue. Remember, I told you you should have your script ready already. You should have your script ready. Okay, so now once you click on that dialogue, you will see who is speaking, what do they say, right? So now what you want to click on is this who is speaking, so that we can choose who is supposed to speak and who is not supposed to speak. Okay, so just click on that who is speaking, and then Maxwell is going to be, now we have now you can see from this, once we click on that who is speaking, you are going to see two options. You will see speaker, and then you will see listener. Okay, now this speaker is we have Maxwell on the scene, and we have Ansin. I don't know who gave him that name. I don't know. Ansin on the scene. I didn't really give him that name. So, but basically, when you are creating your avatar, you will see an option where you are going to see an option where you are supposed to name it. So you can give it the name you want. But I think I did give it the name because I didn't spend time with this, so that's why we have it Amsi right here. All right. So now this Amsi and Maxwell are the two speakers because they are the two people that are on the scene, and then you can see listener. So now our first scene, now we want to pick who is supposed to start the conversation, right? So I want Maxwell to start the conversation, this one on the suits, because that's the name I name it at. All right, so I will basically click on Maxwell. Speaker is going to be on Maxwell, and then who is going to listen when he speaks. We only have two people on the scene, which means Ansin is going to be the listener. All right, so you basically need to click on that. So I'll click on Ansin to be the listener. Okay, it means that now I'm about to write what is supposed to say, and when it speaks, it's going to be looking at the other persons at the other end. Do you understand? So once I pick my listener and the speaker, I will come over to this place here. You are going to see text right here. So that's the text. You're going, first of all, click on this stuff, right? So once I click on that, you're going to click on text. You will click on text. Right now, you are going to write your first thing that you want to say. So I'll go over to my. Let me go over to my notepad. I think I wrote it down on my notepad. So scripts. So now you can see Maxwell, right? So this is going to be oh my goodness. I think what I even wrote on my script was a girl was supposed to be the other person. A girl was supposed to be the other person, which the girl name was supposed to be Precious. So let me just copy that, right? You can see what I have on my script here. Precious, have you noticed how everything is going digital now? Like if you don't have any digital skill, it's like you are left behind. Then Precious will now ask her, fact, that way things are moving, certificates alone don't even cut in anymore. It's what you can do that people pay off for. Then Maxwell will now answer, exactly. And that is crazy part. Most of these digital skills can be learned right on your phone or laptop, no excuse. So this is how the conversation is supposed to be. But the second person was supposed to be Precious. I think I will need to go and replace that person, the other person that is Amsi also. All right. So now let me now go ahead and remember. Okay, remember I told you I wanted to replace that this actor, this one that is right here, because what I have on my script is a girl was supposed to be there, right? So what I basically need to do is to click on these actors right here, this down. right? I'm going to be replacing that particular one. Okay, so what you now, this is the one I'm going to be replacing, this particular one that is down here, right? So I'm going to be clicking on this stuff right here so that it will enable me to replace it. So once I click on it, you're going to see, yeah, I can replace it right now. I will just click on this, my first one, and it's going to, all right, so now we now have it right there. And once I'm done, I will just click on this this cancel stuff right here, and we are back. All right, so now remember I wanted to write my first dialogue. I will click on this plus now, and I will come over to my dialogue. Once you click it, it's going to give you all these options. Just come to your dialogue. Okay, so I'll come to my dialogue, and I'm going to click on who is speaking. All right, I have already gone ahead to copy. I believe I copied my first response, my first speech, right? So I'll click on who is speaking, and then after that I will now pick my first speaker and then pick my listener, which is Precious. Okay, and then come to my text. Just click on the text itself, don't need to worry about that. Click on the text and I'll paste what I have. Now this is what I have, right? So after that, after pasting it, I'll click on this good. Okay, then I'll click, after clicking on the good, you will now come to the voice, come to voice, so that we can pick a male voice, because I don't think he was going to even have a male voice. So you come to your voice, and right here you are going to see, just click on this stuff, right? Click on that stuff. You're going to see basically a lot of voice that we have right now. Let me just pick one.
Do I sound?
So I think,
How do I sound?
so you can go
How
ahead
do
and
I sound?
check all these voices
How do I
for
sound?
anyone that suits you.
How do I sound?
So but you can't go to all this premium and pro. You can see it premium, pro, which means basically you need to pay for all this. So but all these ones you can use them for free, right? So I will just pick this first one as my first voice for the male, and
How do I sound?
and once I'm done, I will click on this stuff right now, right here. Okay, so now let's play it and see.
Precious, have you noticed how everything is going digital now? Like, if you don't have any digital skill, it's like you're left behind.
Okay, so now we are done with that. You can see that when he spoke, he was looking at the lady, or the you can see that when he spoke, he was literally looking at the lady that was right at this point, this place here. That's why he turned his head, right? So that's why you need to have your script, and you need to choose your speaker and also choose who is listening. Okay, so once you are done with that, you want to come to your dialogue again. Now we are going to be you know doing the second dialogue, which is for the response of the lady, right? So we will click on the dialogue, and then you click on that plus again, and then you click on that dialogue right here. And now we are going to be clicking on who is speaking this time around, right? So just click on who is speaking. This time around we are going to be picking Precious as a speaker, and who will be listening, Maxwell. Do you not see it now? Then after that we click on this cross sign, and now we are going to be clicking on text. Click on this text. This time click on text. So you will go back and go and copy what Precious will respond. All right, so I will just go ahead and copy what Precious will respond, and copy. So I'll come over to here, to this place here, and I'll paste our response. So after pasting our response, I will just go ahead and click on this good. I believe you will know it by now. Sorry, I'll click on that good right there and wait for it. So that is what that one say. So I can play it and see.
Facts. The way things are moving, certificates alone don't even cut it anymore.
So I can just go ahead and just come to my voice. Make sure it's already, just come to your voice, and let's try and see, can we find a voice for that?
How do I sound?
How do I sound?
So I just pick a voice
How do
for
I sound?
Precious. right? So let's just assume I pick this voice for Precious, and let's see.
Facts. The way things are moving, certificates alone don't even cut it anymore. It's what you can do that people pay for.
All right, so you can see, so that is how you pick a voice for that. So now you want to create a dialogue again for Maxwell, so just click on this plus again this time around. So this is how you are going to be doing it, one person to the next, one person to the next. Once you click on that plus icon, then you can go ahead and click on this dialogue again. Okay, click on that dialogue again, and this time around you are going to be picking Maxwell as response, and who is listening will be Precious now, right? So you're going to be you will go ahead and copy your stuff again for Maxwell, what he said after Precious spoke, right? So let me just do that. So I will go ahead and I've paste this for Maxwell, and then click on good. So now we have it. Remember, we've already picked a voice for Maxwell. That's why we don't have to be going ahead to be picking a voice. So if you have already picked your voice at the beginning, so you just have to be doing that. It has already stored your voice for Maxwell. And if you picked a voice for Precious, which is your second speaker, it automatically starts picking that same voice for all the dialogue we will be doing. So basically that is what you're going to do. So let's assume maybe you made a mistake on the text and you want to correct, right? So you can see all the dialogue right here, you can see them, right? If you made mistake on one and you want to correct their text, you just have to click on the dialogue itself, and you can see the text appears, right? Maybe you made a mistake on the spellings or the pronunciations and you want to make a mistake. So once it appears, just click on the text itself, right? So let's say so once you click on the text itself, you can edit it. Okay, so you can click edit it. So if you click on this one, also click on the text itself, you can edit it, and once you've edited it, you click on good. All right, so let's assume that all right, you've done everything, and this video is getting excessively long. I'm trying to hasten it. Okay, or you know what, let's just continue the next video. I don't want it to be excessively very long.